it's me, Kitchen Wrangler. I have to go pick a bunch of grapefruit for a recipe that I wanted to show you. However, I also wanted to introduce you to someone that was born yesterday. Super cute. Definitely not me. So let's go. Look who's there. Hey, you. This little guy was born yesterday. Hey, come say hi. He's gonna go with Mom. They're not into talking to me. It's dinner time. Now, this sad girl over here, she had twins, and it didn't go well. It was her first time having babies, so I think she'll have another opportunity here soon, but she's doing okay. Look at those little hoofs. Look at those little tiny hoofs. There's Mama. There's Mama. I think this wide lady's fixing to have her own baby. But this one has already had hers, and we all know what happened here. I'm gonna get out here because I think she wants dinner. Bye, y'all. Oh, I do not have more food for you. Nope. You are very cute. I'm so used to goats, I keep thinking they're gonna headbutt me. These are sheep. Oh, hello. Look who's here. Hey, Joe. You wanna pick some grapefruit with me? Yeah? Let's go get some grapefruit. I've left it kind of late in the season and there's not a lot of grapefruit left. We had a freeze, so a lot of the blossoms froze off last year. So you can see that the birds have already hit a bunch of those. You see those holes in there? That is a hole from a bird beak. Every single one of these has gotten hit. So the ants are getting into those, and I don't want them anyway because they're on the ground. Look at that. Look at that. All those grapefruit on the ground. But there's some up there, and these are organic grapefruit, which means that we are not going to spend money on anything to make them look prettier. So they all have some sort of rust on them, but they are delicious. Those are way up there. I hope I can get those. And you can see why they call them grapefruit. I think they got their name, as far as food history tells me, grapefruit are called grapefruit because they cluster together like grapes. So you can see they kind of grow in a cluster as opposed to oranges. There's a few more down there that might be easier to reach. Joe, are you into grapefruit? Is that a yes or a no? Joe? Joe? No? Okay, not into grapefruit at all. These are closer to the ground. There's a bunch more. I'm gonna pick these. Oh, check it out. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that bee. There it is. Look at that. That's a really nice looking one. You can see this one's got a bunch of little bumps on it. No problem. It's organic and it is delicious. You want a grapefruit, Joe? Look at the grapefruit. No, I don't have any snacks. All I have is grapefruit. Okay, let's take that, put it in the truck. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go for a ride. Get the grapefruit in there too. All right, you get in your chair? Are you in your chair? You ready to go? We've got the grapefruit, let's go. I think she's wondering if I have any feed. Oh, I said the magic word. Oh, she's out of here. Hey y'all, I'm Melissa Guerra. I'm the Kitchen Wrangler, and make sure you subscribe to my channel where I share all of my very favorite recipes from here in South Texas. And today we're gonna be making grapefruit pie. Now over the weekend, I spent the weekend with a bunch of folks from Texas, but they were not from this part of Texas, and they had no idea what grapefruit pie is. And I have to say that this is a pie that we enjoy here locally. It sounds a little bit weird. You're thinking, how do you make grapefruit into a pie? Well, now that you've subscribed, right? I'm gonna share with you my recipe. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started on grapefruit pie. There are 3 elements for making a grapefruit pie. 1, you need a baked pie shell. 2, you need strawberry gel. And 3, you need grapefruit. I think I did that in reverse order because obviously the grapefruit are the most important part. But let's get started on that pie shell. You don't have to be a hardcore cook to make grapefruit pie. There are all sorts of pie crusts that are available at the supermarket. You can get, I think you can get pre pre-baked pie crust. Can you do that? I don't know. I never buy them because I'm always here at the ranch and it's just much quicker for me to make my own pie crust, which I'm doing here. This is called blind baking, when you make your own empty pie crust. And I have a video if you want to see my recipe and if you want to see my technique for making your own empty pie crust at home. But if you don't want to make your own pie crust at home, you can buy prepared pie crust at the supermarket and bake it. You have to have the best pie crust that you can for this pie. How about graham cracker crust? They're okay. I don't think that that's what I would use for a grapefruit pie. It's not traditional and they kind of fall apart, so it's not my favorite. But you do you. If that's what you want, I'm not going to stop you. Once you have your pre-baked pie shell ready for your grapefruit pie, you might need to let it cool down a bit, and that'll give us time to make the strawberry gel. Now again, there are strawberry gels that are available at the supermarket, and those are mostly used for making strawberry pies and strawberry pastries. That is absolutely fine as well, but again, I'm here at the ranch, so I usually make things from scratch because it's a lot easier for me. In order to make your own strawberry gel, you need strawberries, and if you take a close look at my strawberries, they are not top of the line. They're kind of tired, they are not picture perfect, but they are strawberry glaze perfect because they're a little bit overripe. They've got a lot of sugar and a lot of flavor. I'm going to cut them up, add them to a saucepan. I'm going to add 1 cup of water, and I'm going to pop them on the stove so they can simmer. Now, while they're cooking, the juice from that strawberries is going to come out, and we're going to use a food masher, also known as a potato masher, and we're going to take that and smash those berries up to release all of the delicious juices. We're going to let those simmer for about 4 minutes, and then we're going to remove them from the heat, and we're going to use a mesh strainer, pour the strawberries through the mesh strainer, and we're going to separate the pulp from the juice. You either need to use a stainless mesh strainer or a plastic one because you don't want the acid reacting with an aluminum strainer. So make sure you're either using stainless steel or plastic. The acid in the strawberry juice might react with aluminum and it'll change the color of the juice. You might notice that the strawberry juice is not all that red. You can always add a little bit of red food coloring, but I just make it with the natural color. Once you have the strawberry juice, you need to mix it together with some cornstarch and some sugar. We're going to return it to the heat, and we're going to stir it for 2 or 3 minutes over a medium-high heat until the glaze gets nice and thick. Once the glaze is as thick as you want it, take it away from the heat, and you're going to let that cool as well while we're waiting for our pie crust to cool too. In the meantime, let's get started on those grapefruit sections. You know, sectioning a grapefruit is probably one of the first kitchen techniques that I ever learned. It's pretty easy, but what is absolutely necessary is having a very, very sharp knife. Otherwise, well, I don't know, there's no otherwise. Like, you absolutely need a sharp knife. I know some of you are thinking, hey, I can make this quick and easy too at the supermarket. There's jarred grapefruit that's already sectioned. Yeah, I hear you, but again, it is not fresh. It doesn't have the best flavor. They can be a little bit mushy. I would only use fresh grapefruit for making grapefruit pie because this is a celebration of fresh grapefruit. Use the fresh grapefruit. To section the grapefruit, you first need to take your knife and remove the top and the bottom of your grapefruit so it lies flat, so it doesn't roll around. Then start carving down on the sides of the grapefruit right underneath that white layer. We want to get all of that bitter white peel off. Once you get all of the white bitter part off of the grapefruit, now it's time to extract the sections. Take your knife and run it along the inside of one of the membrane sections and separate the fruit from the membrane. Now all you need to do is twist the blade and pop the fruit right out of the section. And again, you absolutely need a sharp knife. If you've never done this before, I would absolutely use a board. Don't try to cut this with your hand because you might miss and you might section your hand. I don't recommend it. I'm not laughing. Am I laughing? Am I laughing at potential tragedy? Maybe. Don't do it. Once you've taken all the sections out of your grapefruit, put them into a strainer, again, either plastic or stainless steel, and allow the grapefruit to drain. Letting the grapefruit drain for a bit is kind of a secret hack so that at the end, your grapefruit pie serves up beautifully. Okay, we've got all 3 elements ready to go. We have our pre-baked pie crust, we have our strawberry gel, and we have our grapefruit sections. So we need to assemble the pie. lasagna style, in layers. First, we're gonna put down a layer of that fresh strawberry gel, and then we're gonna arrange our grapefruit sections over the gel, and I like to do it in a circular fashion, so again, the pie serves up very easily. Grapefruit pie has a tendency to fall apart or not serve in nice little wedges, so all of these little hints will help you serve nice portions of the pie. Once you get the bottom of the pie covered with grapefruit, then we're gonna add another layer of that strawberry gel, and then another layer of fresh grapefruit sections. When you finish with that second layer of grapefruit sections, then we're going to add our final layer of glaze. We're gonna cover it with plastic and pop it into the fridge to set for about 2 to 3 hours. When you're ready to serve your grapefruit pie, garnish it with another layer of fresh grapefruit, which makes the pie look spectacular. Look how beautiful that is. I'm gonna serve mine with a little bit of unsweetened whipped cream. You can add mint leaves for garnish too. And that's it for making grapefruit pie. We made it from absolute scratch, but you can take some shortcuts and get some supermarket ingredients, and that'll get you there too. You know, I'm always so glad to see you here at the ranch, and I look forward to all your comments. Now make sure you subscribe. You know, if you have any questions or any requests, you can email me at help@kitchenwrangler.com, or you can message me through TikTok, through Instagram, through Twitter, through Facebook, or through here on YouTube. You know, I'm always looking forward to hearing from you. I'm Melissa Guerra, I'm the Kitchen Wrangler, and I'm looking forward to seeing you here at the ranch again soon. Bye now. Look what we have. Everybody's here now. Hey, I don't want to see your rear end. I want to see your face. There we go.